Okay, good morning and welcome back to our Tenant Digital course. Today is our 7th class. And this is a continuation from last week's discussion. Last week, we discussed about how to transform or convert a specific numeral system into another numeral system. And last week, we discussed about three kinds of numeral system. The first one is binary, and then also hexadecimal, and also, of course, decimal, because in our daily life, we use the decimal numeral system. And today we're going to discuss how to use that numeral system as to make an addition and also subtraction by using binary and also hexadecimal. So today we're going to discuss about how to use that numeral system, binary and hexadecimal, in addition and also subtraction. Okay. But before we start discussing about arithmetic in numeral system, let's start our class today by discussing about last week quiz. Okay, review and then start attempt. Okay, we only have 5 questions. The first one is, I have a binary system, a binary numeral system, 1011. Okay, let's create a bigger font in here. 1011. Remember about in binary system or any numeral system, each symbol has its own weight. Mereka punya bobot masing-masing. And its weight is something like this. This is 2 power of 0. And then this one is 2 power of 1. And this one is 2 power of 2. And the last one is 2 power of 3. So its weight is actually this one. 2 power of 0 is 1. 2 power of 1 is 2. 2 power of 2 is 4. And 2 power of 3 is 8. Sorry. So in this case, we have the value of 8 plus 2 plus 1. So it's actually in decimal is 11. There is no 11 in decimal, only 10, 9, and 8. So it could be hexadecimal. And 11 in hexadecimal is actually B. Okay, so the answer is B. Next. Now I have 2, 1 in decimal, and I want to represent it using either hexadecimal or binary. Okay. 21 divided by 2. Okay. It will become what? 10, and the remainder is 1. And then divided again by 2, we got 5 with the remainder of 0. And then divided by 2 again, we have 2 with the remainder of 1. And then divided by 2 again, we have 1 with the remainder of 0. So 21 in binary is actually 1 in here, and then 0, and then 1, and then 0, and then 1. Okay, so it's actually 10101. This is in decimal. Do we have something like this as the answer? 101. Oh yes, this one. 10101. So this is the answer. Now, I have A0 in hexadecimal. So A0 in hexadecimal. Now I want to represent this hexadecimal using, let's say, binary. So in binary, A will represent 4 bit. A is 10. 10 is 1010. And then 0 represent another 4 bit of binary system, 0000. So it's actually 1010, 0000. Do we have something like that? 10101. No, not this one. How about this one? No. Okay, so it could be in decimal. So in decimal, remember, we're going to multiply A with 16 plus 0 times 1. So the result is A is 10. So 10 times 16 plus 0. So it will be 160 in decimal. We have, oh yes, this one, D. Okay, now next question. The fourth question is 1, 2, 3 in hexadecimal. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3 in hexadecimal. Each of this symbol, 1, 2, and 3, represent 4 bit of binary value. So 1 is 0001, and then 2 is 0012, 10, and then 3 is 0011. This is in binary. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. We have the answer something like this, 0001, 00, oh yeah, this one, 0010 and 0011. Now, the last question is, okay, we have second of binary, second of bits. So maybe we're going to represent using the hexadecimal. Okay, that's quite straightforward. So 0010, 0100, 1000 in binary. Okay, so 0010 is 2, because remember, this is 8421, this is 8421, this is 8421, its weight. So this one is 2, and then this one is 4, and then this one is 8. So it's 2, 4, 8 in hexadecimal. 2, 4, 8 in this one. Okay, that's it for the last week quiz. So today we're going to discuss about the extension of the number system, but we're going to use it in arithmetic, addition, and also subtraction. And the quiz is already available, already been made available, so you can do the quiz after this class. be after this. Now we're going to discuss about how to use that binary system or hexadecimal system in addition and also subtraction. So we're not going to use this. Just go directly to example. Okay, wait, let me find my pen first. Then it's in my, yes, that's it. So, first we're going to use the addition. Remember, in addition, it's just like in decimal addition. That's what we used to do in decimal. Let's say I have 7. Okay. Let's say I have 7 and then 5, and I'm going to add this one, add these two numbers. So I'm going to 7 plus 5 is 12. So I'm going to write 2 in here at the same column with the 7 and 5, and then put 1 in here because the 7 plus 5 is 12. So I'm going to put 2 with the same column with the 7 and 5, and then 1 is going to be put in here. So because there is nothing in here, so 1 will be going directly to bottom. So it will be 1 and 2. This is something that we call carry. So it's like when we're going to add two numbers, and then we have the something larger than the weight. Remember, because this one has weight of 10 power of 0, and then this one has the weight of 10 power of 1. Okay. Now, let's take another example. Let's say I have 7, 8, 9 plus let's say 57, and I'm going to add these two numbers. Remember, this one has the weight of 10 power of 0, this one has the weight of 10 power of 1, and this one has the weight of 10 power of 2. Now we're going to add these two numbers, start from the 10 power of 0, the lowest significant value. 9 and 7 has the lowest significant value because it's in, well, in bahasa we call it satuan. Now 9 plus 7 is 16, and we're going to put 16, 6 in here, and then 1 in here. Why? Because 6 has the same weight of 9 and 7, and then 1 has the same weight of 8 and 5 because it's in puluhan. Now 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 1 is 14. So we're going to put 14, 4 in here, and then 1 in here. Why? Because 4 has the same weight of 8 and 5, and then this carry of 1 has the same weight of 7. And then we're going to add 1 with 7 to become 8. So the result is 8, 4, 6. Okay. Now, we will discuss about how to add two numbers in decimal. How about now in binary? Let's say I have these two numbers, 1, 0, 0, 1, and then 1 and 1. I'm going to add these two numbers in binary system. The same thing, this on the on the rightmost bit has the weight of 2 power of 0. This one has 2 power of 1. This is 2 power of 2, and this is 2 power of 3. Now we're going to start as the the least significant bit. This is the least significant bit because it has the lowest weight. That's why we call it least significant bit. So LSB stand for least significant bit. It says that this bit has the lowest weight. So 2 power of 0 is the lowest weight. Now, we're going to start at the LSB. 1 plus 1 is actually 2. But we don't have symbol of 2 in binary. 2 using binary will be written as 1 and 0. So we're going to put 0 in here and then 1 in here. So 1 is now the carry. So 1 plus 1 is 2, but we don't have the symbol of 2. So 2 in binary is 1 and 0. So we're going to put 0 in here and then 1 in here. Just like in decimal. 9 plus 7 is 16. So we're going to put 6 in here and then 1 in here. Now 1 plus 1 is 1 and 0. So we're going to put 0 in here and then 1 in here. Okay. Next, we move on to the next bit, which is 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is also 2. So 1, 0. Now 1 plus 0, and then we can assume that this one is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, and then 1 is 1. So the result is 1, 1, 0, 0. Now let's check with the decimal value. This has decimal value of 8 plus 1 because this one is 8. 4, 2, 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. And this one is 3. The result is 8 plus 4, which is 12. So 9 plus 3 is 12. Now, let's take another example with the binary system. Let's say I have 1, 1, 0, 1. And I'm going to add this number with, let's say, 1, 0, 1. Okay. So, going to do it fast. 1 plus 1 is 1 and 0. 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 1 and 0. 1 plus 1 is 1 and 0, and then 1. So the result will be, this is 1, 2, 4, 8. So it will be 13 in here. And this one is 5. And this one is supposed to be 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. 16 plus 2 is 18. So 13 plus 5 is also 18. Now let's take another example. Let's say I have 1, 0, 1, 1, and I'm going to add this number with 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0, 1. And this is what? 11. This one is 7. And this one is 18. Because this one is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. 16 plus 2 is 18. And this one is 8 plus 2 plus 1 is 11. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. And 11 plus 7 is 18. Okay. How about hexadecimal? The same thing. Let's say I have A 0, and I'm going to add this with 1F. So we're going to start with the least significant hexadecimal. This is the least significant because it has 1 as the weight, and this one has 16 as the weight. Now 0 plus F is F because we have the symbol of F. Now A plus 1 is B. Remember, A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, and D is 13, and E is 14, and F is 15. A plus 1 is B, because A is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11, and 11 is B. Now, how about if there is an addition of hexadecimal that use a carry? Let's say I have A, F, and then 2, let's say I have 1 in here. Now, F is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. But we don't have the symbol in for 16. 16 is going to be represented in the hexadecimal by using 1 and 0. Because this one has the weight of 1, this one has the weight of 16. So 1, 0 in hexadecimal is actually 16. So F plus 1 is 16, and 16 is 1, 0 in hexadecimal. 0 in here, 1 in here. Okay, now 1 plus A plus 2. A is 10, so 10 plus 1 plus 2 is 13, and 13 is D. So AF plus 2, 1 is D, 0. Okay, next example. Let's say I have F, F, 1, F. Now I'm going to add, let's say F, F in here. Now, F is 15. 15 plus 15 is 30. And 30 in hexadecimal is 16 plus 14. 14 is E. So 30 in decimal is actually 1E in hexadecimal. Because this one is has the weight of 1 and this one has the weight of 16. So it will be it's like 16 plus E plus 14, which is 30. Okay, so 30 in decimal is 1E in hexadecimal. Now 1E will be written in the addition by using 1 in here, and then this one is E. Now 1 plus 1 plus F. F is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. We don't have the symbol in hexadecimal for 17, so we're going to represent 17 in hexadecimal by using 1, this is 16, and then 1. This is 1. So 17 is 1 and 1. So it will be 1 and 1 in here. And then 1 plus f. F is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. So 16 will be 1, 0. 1, 0. And then 1 plus f is also 1, 0. And then this one is 1. Okay, now let's check out by using the calculator, using the programmer. So in hexadecimal, FF1F, FF1F, okay, plus FF equal to 1001E, 1001E. Okay. So this is how we do the addition in decimal, in binary, and also in hexadecimal. Now, how about subtraction? Same thing. We're going to do decimal for our reference. Let's say I have 78 minus, let's say, 225. So we're going to start with the least significant symbol. So we're going to start from 8 and 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. 7 minus 2 is 5. That's it. Sorry. Now, how about if the subtraction needs a borrow? So instead of carry, now in subtraction we use borrow. Let's say 78, but subtracted by 29, for example. Now, same thing, we're going to start from the least significant symbol. 8 minus 9, no, we can't do that because I have 8, but you want to borrow 9. You can't do that, so I need to borrow. So wait, I need to borrow from my, from my neighbor, which is 7. So 7 will give 10 to 8 because this one is decimal. So this will be transformed using 6 and then 16 and then 2 and 9. Why become 6? Because it's actually 7, but borrowed by 8, and its borrowed value is 10. So 7 will become 6, and then 8 will become 18. Now 18 subtracted by 9, it will become 9. And then 6 minus 2 is 4. So the result is 49. This is what we call borrow. Another example, say I have 1, 0, 0, okay, just this, and then subtracted by 12. So I have 100, oh sorry, I have 100, I want to subtract it with 12. So we're going to start with the least significant symbol, 0 and 2. I have nothing, but you want to borrow, you want to subtract it with 2. No, can't do that. So I need to borrow from here. Wait, I have nothing. Wait, I'm going to borrow from here. So now it will become, this will become 0. So 1 minus 1 is 0. and then this will become 10. This still 0, 1, and 2. Now I have 10. Now you can borrow from me. Now it will become 0, and this will become 9. This will become 10. And then this is 1 and 2. Now you can subtract with 2. 10 minus 2 is 8, and then 9 minus 1 is 8. So the result is 88. This is what we call borrow. Okay, now what happens if we do the subtraction in binary? It's actually the same thing. Have 1, 0, 1, 1. Now I'm going to subtract this with 1 and 1. So we're going to start with the least significant symbol, and we call it LSB, least significant bit. So we start with 1 minus 1, 0. And then next one is 1 minus 1 is also 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. So it will become, this one is 11, this one is 3, this one is 8. Remember, this one has the weight of 1, 2, 4, 8. Now, let's do the subtraction, but in this case, but now we're going to use borrow. Now let's say I have 1, 0, 1, 0. And I want to subtract this with 1. Now let's start with the LSB. 0 minus 1. No, can do that. I need first to borrow from my right hand. So I'm going to borrow from here, and the value of borrow is 2. So this is actually to become 1, 0, 0, 2. And then 2 minus 1 is 1, and then 0, 0, 1. Is this correct? This one has the value of 10. This one has the value of 1, and this one has the value of, 9. 8, 4, 2, 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay. How about a second layer of borrowing? Let's say I have 1, 0, 0, 0. And I'm going to subtract this number with this one. 0. Oops. You cannot borrow from me. You cannot subtract 0 with 1. So first I need to borrow from here. Nope. I don't have anything. I have nothing. First I need to borrow from here. Nope. I have nothing also. So I need to borrow from here. Okay. I have something in here. So it will become 0. And then this will become 2, 0, 0, 1. Okay, now you can borrow from me. So it will become 0, 1, 2, 0. Why? Because the borrowing value is 2. And this one will be subtracted by 1. Now you can borrow from me. So it will become 0, 1, 1, 2. And then this one is 1. Why? Because the borrowing value is 2 here, and this one will become 1. So now we can subtract 2 with 1. So it will become 1, 1, 1. Okay. Is this correct? This one is 8, and this one is 1. And this one is 7. So 8 minus 1 is 7. This is what we do in subtraction by using binary system. Now, how about in hexadecimal? Same thing. Let's do the easy subtraction. Let's say I have FF, and then I'm going to subtract this one with A1, for example. Now, F minus 1 is E, because A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, E is 14, F is 15. So 15 minus 1 is 14, E. Now F minus A, F is 15, A is 10. 15 minus 10 is 5. So the result is 5E. So now, how about subtraction in hexadecimal but using borrow? Let's say I have F0, and I'm going to subtract this one with AF. 0 minus F, no, I can't do that. So I need to borrow from F first. So I'm going to borrow from F. And the borrow value is 16 because this one is hexadecimal. So F will become E. Here, F become E. And then 0 will become 16 because the borrowing value is 16. Now A minus F. Now 16 minus F, F is 15. 16 minus 15 is 1. E is 14. A is 10. 14 minus 10 is 4. So the result is 4, 1. Now let's check the result by using calculator. F0, F0 minus AF. The result is 4, 1 in hexadecimal. Okay. Now let's do the subtraction again, but using double borrowing. F0, 0, and then this one is, let's say F. Now I have 0, so I need to borrow from here. No, I have nothing, so I need to borrow from here. So F will become E, and this will become 16. This is still 0 because the borrowing value is 16, and then FF. Now you can borrow from me, so it will become E. This will become 15. This will become 16 because the borrowing value is 16. This one is F. Now 16 minus F is 1 because F is 16. Now 15 minus F is 15. 15 minus 15 is 0, and E minus 0 is E. So E 0, 1 is the result. Is this correct? So F 0, 0 minus FF. And the result is E 0, 1. E 0, 1. Okay. Now, let's do the addition and compare it with subtraction. Remember about last week discussion. The reason why we use negative number is because we want to show that subtraction is actually addition with its negative number. I believe I already have the example for that. No. Okay, this one. This is one complement subtraction. Okay. Now, let's start with the one complement subtraction. 13. 13 in decimal is actually 1101 because this one is 1, 2, 4, 8. 4 plus 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So this one is positive 13. And then 7 is actually 111. Yeah. 4 plus 2 plus 1. And then we're going to transform this one by using one complement. You remember, in one complement, we need to invert or complement each bit. So 0 will become 1, 1 will become 0, 1 becomes 0, 1 become 0. And then the sign bit is 1 to represent or to identify that this one is a negative number. So this one is actually minus 7 in one complement. And then after that, we're going to just add these two numbers. 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 0 with 1 in here. And then 1 plus 1 is 0 with 1 in here. So the result is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. But because this one is two complement, we just need to, if there is a carry at the last addition of the sign bit, because the last, when we adding the sign bit, we still have the carry, which is 1 in here. So we need to put 1 in here, and then we add it again. 1 plus 1 is 0, 1, because 1 plus 1 is 2 actually, and then 1, 0, and then 1, and then this one is 1, 0, 0. So the result is, it's a positive. Now, because it's a positive, we don't need to complement anything. So it's positive 6. It's positive 6. Now, is this correct? 13 minus 7 is actually, yes, that's correct. It's 6. So 13 minus 7 is 6. But we use the addition. So instead of using subtraction, we use 13 plus minus 7. But minus 7 in one complement. Now, how about in two's complement? Same thing, 13 will become this. Minus 7 is, minus 7 is 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. And then I'm going to use two complement to represent this negative value. So we need to complement each bit. 0 become 1, 1 becomes 0, 1 becomes 0, 1 become 0 is actually, but because it's two complement, we need to add 1. So this actually to become 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. This is for the complement. But then, because this is to complement, we need to add 1. So it will become 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So that's why this is a representation of -7 into complement. Now we just need to add these two numbers. 1 plus 1 is 0, 0, 0, 1. Sorry. 1 plus 1 is actually 1, 0. And then this one, 1, 1. This is 1, 0. 1 plus 1 is 0. This one is 1. This one. Now, in one complement, if the sign bit, the addition of the sign bit has a carry, we need to add this carry to the result. But in 2's complement, if there is a carry like this, we just need to throw it away. And then this is actually the result. It's positive 6. Okay. Now this is what we do in 1 complement subtraction and 2 complement subtraction. Now let's take another example. Let's say I have positive 4 and then negative 3. So I'm going to subtract 4 minus 3. What is the result? So in 1 complement, this will become, the sign bit is 0, of course, and 4 is 1, 0, 0. This is 1, 2, 4. And then negative 3, this will become 3 is 0, 1, 1, remember? And in 1 complement, we just need to complement everything. So it become 1, 0, 0. So it become 1, 0, 0. And then the sign bit is 1. So this is minus 3 in 1's complement. Add these two numbers, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. So I have 1 in here. And this one, we're going to be add to here. So the result will be 0, 0, 0, 1. So it's a positive 1. Because 4 minus 3 is positive 1. Now, how about in 2's complement? In 2's complement, it will become 0, positive 1, 0, 0. This is positive 4. And then minus 3, it will become 1, 1, 0, 1. Because after the complement, we need to add 1 in here. So 1, 0, 1. So it will become 1, 0, 1. Okay, we just need to add these two. 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0, 1. Now, because there is a carry from the last addition of sign bit, however, this one is 2's complement, not 1's complement. In 2's complement, if there is a carry out, then we don't need to take care of this one. So this already the result, positive 1. Because 4 minus 3 is positive 1. That's in 1 complement and 2's complement. Okay. Now, let's take another example. But right now, the result is negative. So let's say I'm going to have 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4. 3 is positive, and then 0, 1, 1. This is the sign bit. And then negative 4, remember, 4 is 1, 0, 0. So in one complement, it will become 0, 1, 1. So it will become 0, 1, 1. And then the sign bit is negative. Okay, now we're going to add these two numbers. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, 1. 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. We don't have the carry in here. We don't have the carry at the last addition of the sign bit. So this is the result. So the result is, oh, it's a negative value. And because this one is in one complement standard, so we just need to, what is the value of 1, 1, 1, 0? So we just need to complement each bit. So it actually becomes 0, 0, 1. And it's negative. So this value represents negative 1 in one complement. And 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Now, how about in 2's complement? In 2's complement, the same thing, 0, 0, 1, 1. And this one is, remember to add 1 in here. This one is 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So it will become 1, 0, 0. This is negative 4 in 2's complement. We're going to add these two numbers, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's a negative value. And so what is the value of this one, 1, 1, 1? So we need to complement this one to become, we need to subtract this one with 1. So it become 1, 1, 0. And then complement this to become 0, 0, 1. So this is the actual value. So this 1, 1, 1, 1 is a representation from negative 1 also, but in 2 complement. Okay. That's for the subtraction and also addition in one complement and 2 complement. Okay, any questions so far? If not, then don't forget to do the quiz. Let's open the quiz now. But I did think that is already open. Check it again. Oh, it's not. Okay. So it will be April 6, starting from right now until tonight. Become 10 minutes. And it will become one time only. 6 April, 9, 6 April, tonight. 10 minutes, one time. Okay. I think that's all for today. And thank you for coming. And if you have any question, then please to ask in the WhatsApp group. And for the mid-exam, we have the multiple choice. And you're going to do that in this LMS. And also for the 10% assignment, I'm going to open the assignment in here. In this LMS, I'm going to put it in here. First assignment. And I'm going to inform you when will be open and then when is the due date of that assignment. But it's actually for this week. I believe I'm going to open it on this Saturday because next week we already have the mid-exam. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for today, and thank you for coming, and I'll see you on the exam. Thank you and bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Adi. Thank you, Jaka.